Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, iZotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use iZotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? iZotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at iZotope.com, IZOTOPE.com.
Hey, this is Ed Peterson.
And this is John Kiltica, Ed.
John, it's the High Game Podcast.
Mysteriously so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where are we?
We're in a basement.
Basement in beautiful West Seattle.
Beautiful West Seattle.
You know, these are kind of coming in a weird order, so I have no idea when this will air.
Yeah.
But, it was terrible and rainy and awful for a few days there. And today the clouds parted and the sun came in, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful West Seattle day.
Yeah, I'll bet by the time this airs, it'll just be back to rain, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed, guess what?
Lay it on me.
People might have forgotten that we actually have a sponsor.
Why would they forget that, John?
I don't know. Pandemics occur.
Tastes change.
Yep.
Yep.
Our man Kevin over at El Enojado Hot Sauce
Yeah.
is cooking up stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin has sent us this super special personalized message.
Hello, Chanel here. You know, at some point in our lives, we've probably all thought about exactly the same thing. Let's think about it now. The holidays are here. You're going to need hot sauce. Lots of hot sauce. A tremendous amount of hot sauce in all styles and heat levels. I suggest the snappy flavors of El Enojado. From chipotle to sriracha to infused pineapple and Meyer lemon, the Angry One has you covered. Please check out our lovely array of ancient, authentic Mexican recipes that I just made up at elenojado.com. Don't speak Spanish? That stuff. Figure it out.
Hot sauce, baby.
Yeah.
At lunch, I grab some beans and rice, throw it in the microwave. Sometimes I'll throw it in the pan, kind of stir fry it.
Ooh.
And you know what I like to do?
What?
Put some El Enojado hot sauce on it.
What about El Enojado?
Yeah, spell that for him.
ELENOJADO.
Okay.
For those of you without Google Translate, it means the angry one.
Right.
Kevin wants you to know,
Yeah.
you buy at least 3 bottles of hot sauce, you get 20% off.
Maybe you put that in stockings.
Sock sauce?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And all you got to do to make that happen?
Yeah.
Use the promo code HIGHGAIN
Yeah.
when you check out. HIGHGAIN, all one word.
Great. John has, I don't know, maybe a cat sock over the headstock of this guitar.
That's right. I have a sock
Yeah.
with the kitty cat on it over the headstock. All you viewers,
Yeah.
you already know what this guitar is
Right.
because you're listening to this episode. Ed has no idea.
I can see most of the guitar, just not the headstock.
Yep.
Beverages.
Beverages, Ed.
That was maybe my favorite song that you've done yet.
Do you know what it was?
Heart of Gold.
Yeah.
Come on. That was awesome. That was fucking great, John.
Thank you. Neil Young's Heart of Gold.
Yeah.
With me playing the harmonica
The
at the same
harmonica
time.
and guitar at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I had to put that crazy-ass harmonica
Thingy.
thing around my neck.
Yeah. Okay, this episode's a banger already.
Already. What do you got there, Ed?
I have a bottle of water, a container of water. I have not in a plastic bottle. And then I've got a big cup of coffee, black.
Uh-huh.
And I'm shaking up
Yes.
a 11 fluid ounce bottle of Soylent Complete Protein.
Is that the one that's made out of people?
No, this is the
No.
one that's made out of vegan stuff. I think I told you I've been doing exercise shit.
Yep.
I went to the gym this morning right before I came over here. So I'm going to drink 30 grams of protein.
Does that stuff even have or pretend to have a flavor?
It's like a chocolate protein shake, but that is giving this Soylent beverage a whole lot of credit. I don't think anyone that has ever had an actual chocolate milkshake would confuse what I'm about to put in my mouth hole with a chocolate shake.
Is there a slogan? Not its people.
Complete protein, it says?
That's a bullshit slogan.
Ooh, listen to this.
Ooh.
We strive to make complete, science-based, sustainable nutrition accessible to all. 250 calories and 30 grams of protein.
They just scraped up some moss out of the backyard.
Low in calorie, high in protein, blah, blah, blah. And it's terrible. And I'm going to drink it. And at the end, I'm going to be so fucking ripped. I'm going to tear this room apart. I'm going to be so strong.
I've got another Orca here. The Frosty Cherry Limeade Soda.
One of our favorites.
Does Frosty have a slogan? There's a little character. He looks like Santa Claus. And why can't he just be saying something? If ever there was going to be a place to put him saying something.
Frosty Soda, straight from Santa's snowballs.
Licensed by our good friends over there in Detroit. The Intrastate Distributing Company.
Wait, what does that mean?
That's what Orca does with all their vintagey beverages. They license from the people who originated the beverage.
We got to get Jan on the horn. I don't know why we don't have Jan on the horn right now, but does Orca make sodas that are like, here's this vintage soda, but it's not really an actual old-timey soda. It's just like a modern thing that they made to look like an old soda.
Oh.
You know, there's a lot of design elements from the 50s. You could throw on a soda label and say like, oh, this is this vintage thing, but it's not.
Drink this swell beverage, Mac.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you have a sock on this thing, John?
I thought it would be fun to take it from the end forward and see if Ed can figure out what this is. Why don't we all play along?
Would it be terrible if I threw guesses out?
You should. We should tell the viewers that this is a humbucker single configuration on a super strat-shaped body.
Yep.
Volume and tone and a 5-way pickup selector. And tremolo.
Locking trim, right?
No, it has a roller nut
at
the top,
see.
But it's not locking trim.
I see.
The finish on this particular one is natural, and it's got like a stripe of mahogany or some darker wood.
Yeah.
2 stripes going down the center of it. But it is not a neck through, it's a bolt-on. Does any of this tell you anything? Guess number 1, Ed.
There's 2 contenders. I'm going to throw my first one out. Yamaha? And then my second one? Kramer. Yeah. Those were my 2 possibilities, and some of it's the, like, gold hardware racy stripe thing.
Yeah.
It's also got the dot inlays that are up on the top of the fretboard.
Kind of fancy.
Did Ovation do that? I look at it, and what I want to do with the finish and the stripe and stuff is throw this into late 70s, early 80s. But then it's super stratty shape, and that throws it forward to like 86. I'm going to guess this thing is like an 86.
This is 1997.
Oh, that kind of changes everything.
Does it?
Yeah, at least from where my brain was, because I was totally putting this like in the 80s.
Yeah. I'm on the back pickup now with the coil tapped. Let's go back to humbucker land. Neck pickup single coil.
Whoa. Go back to that bridge and then split it with the treble up. Okay.
Yeah. In the middle, you're looking at all the flavors. But if you keep that split, then you get 3 singles, like a Strat. So that's, you know. Plays really nice. The output on the pickup seems pretty hot.
Really contoured body.
Yeah.
Really flowy.
Very flowy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your next hint?
You're not going to pull this sock off and I'm going to get all pissed off because it's like some brand we've never done before.
It is a brand we've never done.
Oh, is that true?
That is true.
Oh, so I am going to get pissed off. Because I'm totally like, well, I wouldn't think you would do this.
It's a brand you know.
Okay. It's a brand I know, but in fucking 200 episodes we've never done?
That's right.
Oh my God. Now I'm just like, well, fuck.
Okay, would it help if I told you that the brand was begun in 1857 in Germany?
Man, I don't know. I think you're going to pull this thing off and I'm just going to get all pissed off. It's probably the protein shake is just getting to my head.
Why don't we do this?
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like you have enough information about this guitar, its various features and build quality and all of that, to guess how much it was when it came out in 1997?
I mean, I could throw a number out, sure.
Wouldn't it be cool to let the viewers play along with that?
Sure.
We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
Okay, so Ed is going to try to figure out how much this unknown guitar from 1997 cost when it came out in 1997.
Yep.
And I have developed a theme song for it.
Oh, cool.
Before I had this, it belonged to my sister. It used to be Dad's, but he never took interest. Before it was his, it was paid for on time by his father who left it. Now it is mine.
$1,300.
$1,300, Ed says.
Yep.
This guitar, when it first came out in 1997, was roughly $500. In the today times, that's like $800.
I was way off. Okay. It's an $800 guitar. What is that market? That song was awesome, John. That
thank
song
you.
was great. Wow. I have no idea. Samick.
Here's another hint.
Okay.
They no longer make guitars.
Sure.
The company's still around. They no longer make guitars.
I'm just throwing guesses at this point.
Okay, well, let's go back to 1857. The guy we're talking about is Matthias. He was a clockmaker.
Mm-hmm.
He decides to try his hand in the musical instrument field. He slowly works up a market. When the Civil War happens in this country, he sends the instruments over to friends of his to give away to the soldiers, hoping that it will catch on.
Which side?
Both? I don't know.
Mm.
And it totally worked. To this day, almost everybody has had some experience with these instruments.
I'm going to be so pissed when you fucking pull that sock off. I just know it. Because it's going to be one of those, oh, duh, of course it's that. I'm steeling myself to be so angry. I feel like you've dropped a million clues.
Yeah.
Hohner.
Do you mean Hohner? Hohner?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pulling the sock off. This, Ed, is a Hohner.
I'm not angry because
Because you got it?
I don't think I would have got it. Not getting that brand feels okay to me. I thought you were going to pull it off and it was going to be like something very obvious that I just missed. Do you buy them like at fucking Costco and stuff?
While they were still making them,
Yeah.
you could get them at Walmart.
Yeah.
I think maybe once upon a time you could buy them right off Amazon and all of that. But it is surprising that for what this is, it's put together pretty well. So old Matt Hohner starts Hohner harmonicas with his wife and his buddy. Their friends are giving away harmonicas to the Civil War soldiers. That's how they got popular in this country.
Sure.
I've got a couple here just so we can talk about real quick out of interest. What?
So great, incorporating the harmonica and having it come back around.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Their flagship was the Marine Band.
Yeah,
That came out in 1869, I believe it was.
sure.
The part of the harmonica that has the holes that you blow and suck through, that's called the comb.
Okay.
On the Marine Band, that's made out of wood. That was used by everybody and their cousin, even on Heart of Gold by Neil Young.
Yeah.
Eventually, they came up with a technique to make that comb out of more resilient and temperature-stable plastic. That series was called the Special 20,
Okay.
popularized by, among other people, our good friend John Popper from Blues Traveler.
I could not wait. When you started pulling out harmonicas, I was very excited to get to old Poppy. Wasn't he pulled over like all jacked up and like had a bunch of fucking guns in his car? And wasn't that a recent thing?
I do not know.
Hidden inside a compartment in John Popper's car were 4 assault rifles, a shit ton of handguns, some sniper rifles. Arrested near Ritzville after the vehicle he was riding in was clocked going 111 miles an hour by the Washington State Patrol.
Is Ritzville, Washington State?
Yeah,
I guess so.
yeah. 4 rifles, 9 handguns, and switchblades. They also had a taser and night vision goggles.
I guess that explains why the weapons we ordered never made it to High Gain headquarters.
Yeah, I guess so.
Old Popper got pulled over.
Black Mercedes SUV full of weapons. Those bandoleros that you think he's pulling harmonicas out of? You think that's all harmonicas?
I don't think so.
No.
God.
Lives in Snohomish, Washington.
Does he?
Apparently so. Maybe we should have him on, talk about this gun thing.
Yeah.
Maybe fucking chill out, my dude.
Around 1960, Hohner wanted to get into electric guitars, and they did. They had some really funky, simple electric guitars. Is there something that can look so simplistic and janky that with our today eyes, we can look at it and be like, ooh, that's cool.
Oh, for sure.
If so, that's what was going on, and you can't find them. They did that for like less than a year. They got an offer
Okay.
to be the sole UK distributor for K.
Okay.
The Chicago boys.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll bet you are familiar with probably the most famous Hohner there ever was.
Okay.
There was a company called HS Anderson. Sound familiar?
No.
They made a guitar that they call the Mad Cat. Eventually, for some reason or another, Hohner bought them.
Yeah.
Take HS Anderson off the headstock, put Hohner on it instead. And through some kind of weird coincidence, Prince bought one. Out of a pawn shop, it is said.
Sure.
It was natural colored with a tortoiseshell pickguard,
Okay.
and it was purported to be one of his favorite guitars ever.
Huh.
Have you ever seen that video of him playing While My Guitar Gently Weeps at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction?
I thought he was playing a telly in that.
Yeah, it's telly shaped, but it is not a telly, it's a Hohner.
No shit.
That's a Mad Cat Hohner.
He rips it. I have watched that video dozens of times.
Yeah.
He does a couple of just baller moves. Like he's ripping that solo. He spins around with his back to the audience and then just drops back and gets caught by the security guy. Like clearly rehearsed.
Yeah.
The guy throws him back up. He finishes the solo and then he just pulls that guitar off and just throws it in the air and walks off.
That's Hohner, too. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Eastwood makes a Mad Cat.
Do they?
Yeah. It looks like a decent guitar, and my guess would be that is probably pretty inexpensive, would be my guess.
We got this from our good friend Uncle Frank over there at thunderroadguitars.com.
Yeah.
This is a recent acquisition of theirs, but yeah, it's very reasonable.
How's our guy Uncle Frank doing?
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything cool over there?
Everything's good over there.
Yeah.
All these guitars had kind of inscrutable model names. That's why I didn't really mention it. But for anybody who cares, this is the HS90.
Inscrutable. John's word of the day.
You know what that means.
Inscrutable model name.
Uh-huh.
What's the model name of this?
The HS90.
Okay. I don't know what the word inscrutable means.
Abstract, not easily understood.
Okay.
Hey, Ed, we got to go GX19, the sugarcane reef wheel. Inscrutable.
Dictionary.com.
Oh, how did I do?
Very good. Impossible to understand or interpret.
Look at me with the words. Should we have a new segment in the new year? Maybe like, word?
I do not mind having a segment called Word. The first edition of it just happened like 2 minutes ago, like real time. You throw words out often enough where I'm like, that's a real nice word. That's a real big word. What's that mean?
Cool.
We'll do our next episode of Word the next time John gets all flowery with his language.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
Ed.
Deny.
Deny.
I don't like anything about that guitar.
No?
No, nothing. Okay, here's what I like about it. I kind of like the racing stripe thing, and I kind of like the fancy inlays being at the top of the fretboard instead of the middle. The end.
Not even the sound of it?
It sounds like a guitar.
What would you have thought if I had not taken the sock off the head? If you didn't know this was a Hohner.
It's not the Hohner thing at all. I think there's something within their electric range that I would go like, oh, that's cool enough and weird enough.
Uh-huh.
This thing's like a super strat. Don't care. Yeah, it's natural. Don't like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Natural with gold. Ugh.
I don't think I like gold hardware on anything,
Yeah,
much less a natural colored guitar, which I also am not a big fan of.
right.
I'm not as turned off by the super strat shape, but I'm super picky because I would like to get a shreddy boy
Yeah,
just to mess around with,
right.
but I want one cooler than this.
One humbucker and a volume knob. You and I are probably on pretty close to the same page.
I'll teach myself how to use a Floyd.
Yeah, this, sometimes it just doesn't do it for me.
This is denied for me too,
Love it.
for all the same reasons.
If you were out looking for something like this, right? If this were in your list, weirdly, it looks like a quality guitar. The bolt-on neck on the back and stuff. So this is me throwing out the caveat that, yeah, this is a deny for me. But if like all the things I listed that I don't like, you do, that's cool. It's probably pretty inexpensive. Then it suddenly becomes, yeah, maybe it's a big buy, right?
I hope you enjoyed that, Ed. Did you enjoy the mystery?
I did. I liked the mystery. I didn't love the reveal. I was off guessing somewhere, and John was like in a field so far away from where I was. Oh, is this a Fender? Is this a Gibson, like a weirdo Gibson? No, this is a mail order guitar.
Well,
I think we did a great job, though.
we'll have to do it again.
Probably one of my favorite beverage songs ever.
Gee whiz, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay then, well,
Yeah.
go to thehighgain.com.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Instagram at thehighgain.
Yeah.
All the other socials are available for you also.
Twitters and Facebooks.
Everywhere.
Yeah. We're working right now on setting up our OnlyFans with very tasteful nudes of John and Ed.
What's OnlyFans?
You know, a porn site. You know, so if people want pictures of John and Ed,
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say probably don't.
well,
You know those calendars they make with the ripped firefighters and stuff?
it'll be like that.
It'll be not like that.
Yeah.
But
Guitars and fat dudes.
I got to go do some push-ups, Ed.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.